Okay, I think we are live. We're starting the broadcast. It's always really difficult to tell if we're live or not from the desktop. Before we start the video today, just a shout out, if you're looking to generate more leads for your IT business, check out itrockstars.net. Okay, so I'm going to go over in this video something that's missed quite a lot in your marketing, and it's a really easy win that you can use. It's a tool that you can use. You're potentially already using it, but you maybe just don't have it set up correctly. So one of the main things when it comes to marketing your IT business, your MSP, is getting people to come back to your website, all of the marketing that you do online. So if you're doing any type of social media marketing, if you're running Google ads, if you're doing SEO, if you're doing direct mail, you're maybe sending like a newsletter out in the post, something like that. The whole purpose of all of that is usually to get someone back, a prospect, to come back to your website. And the question I've got for you is like, okay, what's the best way to engage a prospect that comes to your website? Should you have a lead capture form, like a contact form that they fill in to request more information? Should you have a telephone number prominent on your website where they can like literally just call you to speak with you? Or should it be something else? Well, probably the phone is probably going to be the best. The second best, though, is not a capture form. It's not a contact form when it comes to prospects. Certainly when it comes to landing pages. So if you're directing prospects to a specific landing page, maybe you've got a marketing campaign like a Black Friday special or something like that that's happening, you want a dedicated landing page for that prospect to land on. And it's not just a case of capturing their email address and their name. I would suggest that you use Calendly. Now, you've probably already heard of Calendly. It's a scheduling tool that you can use. You link it within your Office 365 calendar or your Gmail calendar, and it allows people to see your schedule. You can block off certain times of the week where people can actually book in time. And I would actually suggest that you embed that on your website. If I show you quickly, let me just go to the IT Rockstars homepage. We use this Calendly. It's at the very bottom of our webpage. So let me bring it up here. Let me switch to my other scene. Right at the very bottom, it has got, okay, so if they've not taken the action that we wanted them to take, at the very bottom it says schedule a Zoom session with me or call me. And when they click that, it takes them to my Calendly booking page. Now there's a couple of things with Calendly. Now, Office 365 has a booking system similar to Calendly. They've kind of copied it, and there are other scheduling tools out there. The reason I like Calendly is because it's super simple. There's nothing that gets in the way of your prospect actually booking a meeting with you. You literally choose the date, and then you enter in your email address and details. The little tricks that I want to show you within Calendly, and it's something that we've learned over the last 2 years of using the tool. The first one is you can actually pre-qualify prospects when they come to your website with it. So within here on the page, I have got here just a little bit about the business that we do here at IT Rockstars. It says we help MSPs, IT businesses, and cybersecurity companies generate more qualified leads that turn into sales. Okay, and then we kind of go over. We work with over 100. It's actually now more closer to 250, successful MSPs in the space, and we give them a little bit of information about what it is that we do. But we actually have some questions on the Calendly booking form itself. So when they get to that second stage, I might actually be able to do it here. So if I go and book a time, let's go here, confirm. Obviously, I ask the first name, last name, and email address. I ask for a cell phone number, and there's a couple of reasons for that. So the first reason, actually, just in case they don't join the Zoom calls, we have this integrated with Zoom so that it will automatically create a meeting in Zoom, and we both get that Zoom URL in our invite. But I ask for the cell phone number so that if they don't come to the Zoom, I can call them back. So that's the first trick. And we've found that probably around about 50% of the prospects, people that we've never really heard of, they come and fill in this form and they book a time with us, they don't actually turn up for the call. Okay, so how do you increase the chances of them turning up for the call? Well, the first thing is get their cell phone number so that you can call them. The second thing that we do, and this is the pre-qualification piece, that we don't do this in what it is that we do, but you could do it in your MSP. You could ask some specific pre-qualification questions. We have a question here about, how can we make the best use of your time and make the call as productive as possible. And we ask that specifically to try and find out what's on our prospect's mind more than anything else. But from your perspective, you'd maybe ask something like, how many users are in your organization? How many staff do you have? That'll give you a really good idea of the type of business that you're going to be speaking with. So those pre-qualification questions are really helpful. And that first one really can help you, for those no-shows. The second thing within here is the notifications. So this piece here, notifications and cancellation policy. And this is the bit that we completely missed out on when we first had Calendly. We had it turned off, and I think by default it is set to off. But there's an option here to have invitations set up and email reminders, so that when someone books a meeting, they get a reminder to say, hey, it's a day before the meeting, just reminding you you've got this meeting. Hey, it's 12 hours before the meeting. Hey, it's 1 hour before the meeting. That totally increases the amount of people that actually turn up to the Calendly booking. And as I say, probably 50% of the people that were booking a call with us weren't turning up to the call. This is something that you can be doing in your IT business as well. You can have this link on your website so people can actually book a call with you and start to open up that conversation. And having email reminders is it's a very obvious thing, but we had it off for like a year or so, and then we found it down here in the settings. And it's, once we turned this on, it completely changed the tool for us and our sales process more than anything else. There are other options in regards to this, so you can actually, if you pay for like the Pro package, you can get Calendly to send a text message, an SMS message to their cell phone that will remind them on their cell phone as well via text. But we keep it simple with email. So that's really what I wanted to cover here today, more than anything else, was just like, you should be using this tool on your website because it is amazing. It's not like a lead form where someone fills in a form and then you have to email them back and then you have to try and arrange a time and a call. This does it all in one, so there's no back and forth. It does everything once, and it gives you a much better chance, like 80-90% chance, that you'll actually be speaking to that prospect when they land on your website and they book a time. There's a much higher chance of that. So that was it for today, folks. Just a quick little tip more than anything else. Hope you found it useful. Would love to know if you're using a scheduling tool, what scheduling tool you might be using. Leave a comment below. I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy. Catch you later. Bye.